What's up, everybody? It's me again, Margaret. They got me, Margaret! Hey, in this video, we're going to be reviewing the battery tender, vehicle jump starter, and portable power bank. It's for up to V8 engines. It's got 1,000 peak amps to it. It also has wireless smart charging, smartphone charging for most smartphones. You've got a 12-volt vehicle jump starter, ultra bright LED flashlight, overload overcharge protection, 3 fast charging ports. You can see the back of the box. I've got 2 of these because one of these is going to be for diesel. Spoiler alert, Dad, this is what you're getting for Father's Day. So it's got safe, smart, powerful, and compact. It talks about the wireless charger right here. The battery status indicator is right here. You've got 1 micro USB, 1 USB port, and 1 Type-C port fast charging. You also have a LED flashlight down here on the ends, and then the jumper starter comes with a 1-year warranty. I don't know if it shows anything else on the sides. Let's look at this right here. This is going to be everything in the box. So you get spark proof, reverse polarity protection, and then you can see there what all it's got. It's got a carry bag, which I like, and then it also comes with its own USB wall charger, as you can see right here. Let there be light. But let's get to opening one of these, and we'll see what we got in there. Oh, and before I get too much further into this, I'm going to be testing this, and later in the video, actually it's going to be in a couple days, it's going to be on a 4-cylinder car, and this car is dead, Jack. Like dead, like it ain't been running in a couple months. So hopefully we'll see if this was worth the $79.88 that I paid for it. Let's get to the unboxing. Okay, now I would have liked to have seen it come in an actual hard case as opposed to this. I'm glad it has a case, but I would have liked to have seen it being like a more like form-fitting hard soft case type deal that you can just pop it in there. It's pretty well covered with junk, with all this protective wrap. We'll see out of the box, just in case you're having to run to Walmart. This is where I picked mine up at. If you had to run to Walmart and just grab this and go, maybe this will give you an idea of how much it would come with right out of the box. Here is your charging port right in here. You would hook this into that, I believe. Over here on the side, you're going to have your 3 different connections. And then this is where you can just set your phone right down on this, and it should just charge it like that as well. Okay, here's the power button right over here on the right side. So let's see how much it comes with out of the box. Okay, so 74%. Not bad. Would not have expected it to be that high, but I'm going to charge it overnight, and then we'll see what we come up with whenever I try to go jump my car. Okay, and we just dropped down to 42%. So it'll definitely need a charge, but this would probably be good enough to give you a jump right out of the box. I would think it would be. There's all the specs on the back. Oh yeah, forgot this part. Here is the charger, the cable. It's got multiple connections on here as well. So here's your charging cable, and then that's a look at that. So you can see you can only go in one direction, and yeah, that pretty much covers it. Instruction booklet, battery tender, cable, charger, and then these old bad boys right here. These are the real deal, everybody. And another thing, if you just hold down on the power button, that's what's going to turn on your lights for you. Your headlights. Yes, sir. I'll turn out the lights and we'll see what this actually does. Okay, now my room is pitch black dark. There is no windows or anything like that, so let's see what this light does. I guarantee you if you needed a light, this would do it. So, not bad. Nice little added feature. Just messing around, you can also strobe it for safety. That is awesome. In about a minute and 40 something seconds, it went up 1%, and I'll come back in and I've got just a timer going, and so I'll see how long it takes to get, you know, how much percent or whatever. There just went another percent, so it's charging pretty quick. Sorry for the wind, but we're gonna try it. The horn might go off. I started trying to do something and the power's not even on. It ain't looking good. So since I had that initial attempt at starting, it's done nothing. That amber indicator is showing that it's charging or it's not ready. It should be green whenever it's ready to jump. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but it ain't even turning over now. When I initially hooked this up, I could at least get it to cycle and turn. So I'm gonna unplug everything, wait for a minute, and then replug back up, try that. Okay, I unplugged this, and I can hear something clicking, but I've waited my 10 to 15 seconds like I'm supposed to. I'm gonna try again to start it up. And see, now it's went to amber. So there's something, and I don't know if it's an anti-theft or maybe something going on with the motor, because now we went back into shutdown mode. I really didn't think it would start, or I'd have videoed this, but after I disconnected everything, reconnected it, and went in pretty quickly and tried to jump it, it ran. So you just heard it die. I'm gonna try it again and see if I can get it to start. We'll get a chance to do this again. Let me unplug everything. All right. I think it's just going to be a battery problem. I've disconnected the little charger or jump starter. I think my battery may just be dead. Okay, I had to use this multiple times today, as you can see in the video. So let's see how much percentage is left on the battery. It is 58%. Not too bad considering how many times I had to use this thing to jump off that car. And then it sat in my trunk all day, and it was very warm outside today. So not bad. Now, I like Battery Tender. I own multiple Battery Tender products. I don't work for them. I'm not paid by them. But I own a couple of these for my classic vehicles. I also own one of these little a couple of these little Battery Tender Juniors for four-wheeler, for lawnmower. Also use it for, you know, like another vehicle that we have. So I just like Battery Tender products. So I think for the money, this would have done exactly what I needed it to do, especially at that 1,000, you know, peak watts. I think if I would have went with a lesser wattage, that might not have gotten the result that I needed today, because that battery was completely dead. This would have gotten me out of a tight bind. I would have been able to use this jump starter to be able to get it jump started, and then get me to the, you know, the local parts store, Walmart, somewhere that would have been able to get me another battery. So I think it would have been worth the money. These are one of those things that you buy and you pray you never have to use, but you're thankful that you spent the money and you didn't go cheap when you did, you know. So it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it, is the sort of the old saying. So I like battery tender. It's always worked well for me in the past, and that's why I went with this one. I didn't go into Walmart last night looking for this battery tender, but when I walked in there and seen it, I was like, yep, pretty cut and dry for me. So please ask any questions that you may have. I'll be as honest with you as I can be. Like I said, I don't have a dog in this hunt. I spent my money on it. I also bought one for my father. I'm thinking that this would be something good for him to put in his four-wheeler, put in his motorcycle. Dad, when you're listening to this, put it in your motorcycle when you take a trip. Also, because we got up to Sturgis several years back, and his bike died. So it's always nice to have one of these in the bike too, because these are small enough that they can go most places. All right, so sorry to reflect upon that, Dad, but it is what it is. And hey, we luckily got you back up and running, but hey, would have been nice to have. Hey, love y'all. Y'all stay safe out there. God bless.